Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Tuesday evening. You see the title, DJ Akademiks sued for assault and defamation. Now, there's a word that I'm not going to try to use too much this evening because of the algorithms. But this is headline news everywhere. National headline news, to be precise. Even the Washington Post has chimed in. Akademiks, a.k.a. Livingston Allen, good guy. Worked with him. You know this already on Everyday Struggle. He's a talker. He even told me. He says, Star, I've got diarrhea of the mouth. Well, I really want to say to you with all due respect, close the hole in your fucking face, man. Now's not the time. I say that with all due respect. The female who filed the lawsuit today, okay? Her name is Ziya. She's a Pennsylvania resident. Pennsylvania, I've lived there for many years. It's a Commonwealth state, okay? Akademiks lives in New Jersey. I've got the civil complaint here. At this point in time, there's been no criminal charges unless someone tells me different, okay? Akademiks, a New Jersey resident, okay, born in Spanish Town, Jamaica, came here somewhere around 2001, 2002, I forget to be precise. New Jersey is a place where I was born and raised, and for them not have to so far, or at this point in time, charged him. And I think a grand jury looked at this and they chose not to indict him. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes to me because Jersey wants to deal with a certain element fast. So right now he has not been charged by way of any criminal charges, but I don't know where Pennsylvania stands with regards to these allegations, these claims from this female and her civil complaint. Now, also, guys, she's not just suing him. She's suing ABC corporations, and she's suing the two guys who many of you saw them in the video that circulated a while back at Akademiks' home. So I want to chime in from an older man's perspective. We'll get down to the nitty gritty and the details, so on and so forth. But let me just say this. In today's day and time, you have to, more so than ever, keep the bum niggas from around you. When I say bum niggas, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, just bum niggas. Your home, well, back in my era, your home is supposed to be your most sacred place. You can't bring people to your home because everybody wants to pull out the mobile device and stream live and, advertise and stunt, if you will. So again, this alleged incident that took place back in July the 16th of 2022, it is now coming to light, and let's not even play that game. Oh, why now? Why now? Well, he's hot. He's as hot as chicken grease right now behind the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud, beef, if you will. He's been kicking Diddy's back in, so it only makes sense. It only makes sense to sue him now. I mean, that's just how this works, All right. I want to talk about this, but I really want to, if I can, speak to some of you younger people coming up in whether it be the entertainment field, the athletic world. Having a bunch of nondescript niggas at your home can be your undoing. Let me also say, in case some of you don't know, Star, me, Troy Tyrone, I've never been fined by the FCC for things that I've said on the microphone throughout my radio journey. I have never paid anybody in any type of legal situation, or I've never been found liable. Most people can't believe that. Yeah. Never. I pride myself on knowing when to shut the fuck up. And you have to know when to shut the fuck up. Now, most of you're born into the matrix. So you think this is your friend, this mobile device, and you will stick it in front of your goddamn face when you're eating, when you're taking a dump, when you're talking to people. It's natural to you. You don't need a publicist. but there's times when you have to think before you speak because your words can be used against you. And let me also say this with regards to Akademiks, right? I watched him speaking on TMZ. I didn't get a chance to go to his platform. And he was, saying, well, my lawyers don't want me to say this. Okay, well then shut the fuck up. Here's the reason why. Public perception. People can take what you say and how you phrase it, and then they can formulate an opinion of you. I've known since the 70s. I'm not a likable guy. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Nobody likes me. They respect me. I'm not a comedian. I don't know how to tell jokes or make little funny skits and shit like that. I'm the hard pill to swallow. So understanding that, going back to the early 70s, yes, I'm old, I learned, and I think I perfected when to shut the fuck up. So that it doesn't, my ego-driven arrogance, confidence, and conceit, it doesn't work against me. Okay, that's my main story this evening, and I definitely want to take our time and comb through the bullshit. It's all bullshit, beautiful bullshit. All right, and my showrunner, guys, the Kenyan police have been deployed into Haiti, huh? How long do you think it will take, and I don't wish death upon him, Barbecue, rebel leader, how long do you think it will take before he is either overthrown or maybe he goes out in a blaze of glory? Kenya. Now, back in October, hang on a sec, where are my notes here? The International Police Force, the UN, pardon me, last October, a UN-led international force did not want Kenya to go into Haiti, but now since America has got involved and they're setting up, bases so that the Kenyan police can go into Haiti. Are you concerned? How do you feel? Do you want to discuss this? I would love to get anyone to just chime in. Are you going to root for Haiti, or do you think that American intervention is the best thing for them? Okay. All right. That's my show this evening. A little bit later, I want to talk to you guys about, are you in the friend zone? A little bit later. Let me say that again. Are you in the friend zone? Times are different now. The friend zone used to be some sort of simp area, pillow talking with a female. I'm not too sure now. Now it's like, since you're following people and you're, donating, and people are social media friends, if you will, maybe it's not such a bad thing to be in the quote unquote friend zone, especially if you have no plans to wife a female. Okay. Coming up a little late. Pardon me. Trevor, I got your donation early. Thank you for tapping in. Trevor says he's just supporting the machine. Thank you so much, Trevor. Okay. Hey, Amber, nice to hear from you. Sir Shai, you ready to talk? Let me get Sir Shai set up right now. He's always got good perspectives. Sir Shai, you would be my first caller. Sit tight. Be with you in a minute, okay? Sir Shai coming on. Blade, thank you for tapping in early, Blade, okay? Okay. Thank you, Blade. I don't want to just, sit here and just, go in on Ak. I mean, this is the objective perspective. Ak and I are cool, and I'm going to try not to be biased. I like the guy, but he's food right now, like everybody else. It's shine time, okay? But thank you for your donation, Blade. And hey, Dana, wow. Dana kicked dirt in the direction, maybe I should let her say it, in the direction of the female who filed the lawsuit. I spoke to Dana earlier. She said, fuck out of here. Sir Shai, you're my first caller. Good evening. Are you there on a Tuesday? Sir Shai.
Yeah, what's up, Sir Shai out of the Oakland, California? What's popping?
Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start? Akademiks at Shine Time, yes?
Yeah, looks like Akademiks is getting that Deshaun Watson Me Too treatment.
Okay, well, he has not been criminally charged. Right now, it's just a civil case. What are your thoughts? Did you do any research, or you just want to kick his back in?
Well, I remember the case because Poppy was talking about it a couple years ago, where Academic and his friends had invited some chicks up there, and they had to put their phones away, but they were drinking, partying, and all that stuff. And one of the guys was talking to a girl that Act liked, so he was kind of butthurt in his feelings about it. But it's a girl that she's been trying to get with him, and he's kind of putting her in the friend zone, which we can talk about later, and stuff like that. But again, we're in this Me Too era, Cassie and so many other people. So chicks are always going to try. It doesn't help that also Academics was on Fresh and Fit, always I guess
Well, he's a talker, but now hang on a second. Let's go back, Sir. Let's go back. I want to hear what you think. No disrespect. I don't care what any other content creators said or when they spoke about this. Did you see the video? Did you hear this female screaming at his house? Did you do any research?
Yeah, I saw it. It's on Instagram. It's on all these little Instagram sites. I mean, I saw her screaming and stuff. To me, again, even though I disagree with Act, I really don't like anybody being Me Too'd, especially without due process.
Right.
But now now it's posted everywhere, and now he's going to be facing public opinion before the actual, due process. So, it sucks. It seems like him and Drake are going to be sharing a bunk bed with Brother Polite soon. That's how it's looking.
Ha ha ha, he. Okay, but now let's get serious. Okay, there's no
you're right.
There's no criminal charges at this particular point in time. She's a Pennsylvania resident. She did go to the police. And Academics, he was antagonizing her. He told her go get a rape kit, and she did. She went and got a rape kit. So, according to the complaint here, which is over 25 pages, supposedly his DNA is in the rape kit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be sharing a. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be sharing a bunk bed with Brother Polite. It's not.
Right, Sir Shah, you're not listening. You keep talking about jail. This is not a criminal situation.
A civil case.
Civil. Come on.
Well, how much money does she want? I mean, I know he's a millionaire. I mean, does she want $500,000, $1 million? I mean, what kind of number? I guess I can do the Deshaun Watson thing, which was a civil case. Find a number that's reasonable and make this go away. I'm sure he has good lawyers, but whatever.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. Unless you want to finish up on something else, Sir Shai.
Well, quick sports update. The Knickerbockers are beating the Indiana Pacers by like 20 points. So they're just one game away from the Eastern Conference Final.
That's not my topic, man, but thank you, Sir Shah. Thank you. I don't want to talk about the goddamn Knicks. Do people not care about Kenyan police being deployed into Haiti? Knicks ain't going nowhere. Folks, I can't stress enough with regards to this civil matter, and I think there's a lot to learn here. This is a teachable moment, even for Academics. He's got to stop talking. Social media, he's accustomed to it. He loves it. I work with the guy. He used to come in first thing in the morning. He's on Instagram. And wasn't his Instagram page, was it taken down or did he remove it? Code Red, I got your donation. Thank you, Star. Kenya can do the white man bidding, but could form a coalition to free us. Huh? Okay. Thank you for tapping in. Code Red. Okay. Appreciate your donation. Hey, Sherry, I got your donation. Do you want to call in? Okay. And Maurice, I got you coming up soon. HudsonTubs.com. He says, ask about the express bath. Okay. Tries to. Can you send me a link, please? Maurice, send me a link to what you're making reference to. Hudson Tubbs, okay? Guys, I don't want to read this entire civil complaint, but keep in mind, it's a civil complaint, not criminal. There are many guys out here, males, some men, not every male is a man, who you're going to get accused of things like this. And I think it's important to know when you need to close your mouth. He also, Academics did an hour podcast, I forget when that was, talking about this. I didn't watch that whole thing. I just, sheesh, after about 10 minutes, I said, damn, homie. And for those who may remember, it was Akademiks who sat down with Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Lesser Charge, who was charged, and he did cop out. He pleaded to a lesser charge. That's why we call him Lesser Charge with regards to the Jessica Reed case, okay? Which, by the way, they're still in litigation, if you didn't know. He's still being sued. Let me bring in area code 214. Good evening. Hey, it's Tuesday. Akademiks is being sued. Are you up to speed? 214, please turn that down in the background. Good evening. 214, yes, no, maybe? Okay. Please don't call me on speakerphone, folks. I cannot do that. Area code 779. Good evening. Are you there? 779.
Hey.
Good evening. Yes, sir.
Well, let me get my shit right. Yeah, we're talking about academics.
I need you to watch the language out the gate.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we talking about academics, right? Ack, like you say, Ack needs to close his mouth. I think he's a little green to this. Like he's an internet money getter, but he's green to these women. I think he thinks he's immune to something or something. He just got to get that, I can't curse, so that N-word wake-up call you always say. He got to get it. I don't think he's had it yet. He hasn't had like a case. I don't wish it on him, but I think he needs to get like slapped over the head or something because I don't know what he think this is, but maybe he'll get away, but I don't know. I don't know what you think.
Well, she's demanding a jury, okay? And I don't wish this upon him either. However, how old are you? How old are you, sir?
I'm 38.
Okay. Do you have females or bum niggas over to your place where you live or rent or anything?
I grew up. So I grew up in the inner city of Chicago, so I've been around, went to college. I've been around. I got a good experience in my life, and I know I'm a 9-to-5, business owner or whatever, or side business owner, but I'm not a millionaire. So he's younger than me, and he has all these millions. Somebody gonna, like you say, you're fool.
Says who?
Maybe.
Sir, says who he's got millions. Says who?
He does. He says he's up 20, 30 M's. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
People say a lot of things, sir. Sir. People.
Yeah, but I mean, academic. What I'm saying is, he has. Yeah, I hear you. I'm saying he has notoriety. His name. He has a name, and he's not broke. I believe it because he streams a lot. Since he was doing War in Chirac, he streams a lot. So I know he's getting some sort of money.
How do you know he's not broke, sir? Living in the red. Let's talk. You just said you're a business owner, and please stop giggling for God's sakes, please.
Okay, I got you.
You said you're a business owner, yes?
Well, I do side business. Like I stay in like the suburbs of Chicago, so I own a cab service around town, little stuff like that. Nothing major, nothing like that.
There's a lot of people who operate in the red, and I'm not trying to kick his back in about his finances, but sometimes they overcompensate. I got millions. This, and in reality, they don't have that. They don't have that, and thus the reason why people latch onto them. Do you know these guys who are in the video who are clearly engaged with something with the female? Did you see the video? Did you hear it?
The video. What video are you referring to?
Of the female screaming, the video that's out there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen. Okay, but then okay. I piggyback off what you're saying. Then remember when Akademiks said he showed the police a video of his friends hitting a girl at the house. Right. That's what I mean. That he's green. He has all type of people around him, people that he knows that are not for him. Mm-hmm. And I don't, it's something about him that's like some arrested development at some area. I know he knows how to stream, but he needs like a life coach with that stuff because that shouldn't be coming out. Like, how are you getting into all this civil trials and all that? He just needs, Akademiks is the type of guy, He just needs like a transactional woman. Just have him come over, blah, 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 and send him away. Because like you say, if maybe he don't got no money, or maybe he's, maybe they get him.
Even if he does, you can't tell people that you do. That's all I'm saying. When you advertise, when you're showing new cars, you're inviting not just the females, but the bum niggas. I'll let you finish up. I want to lay some other things out here. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. He showed his Mercedes and all that stuff, but that's what I mean. A lot of those girls, they come from nothing, and they just might, have quit. They might. You can sell out of court for $50,000. They just might want a quick snack pack. But I'll let you go though. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, sir. Okay. When you talk about finances around people, when you're buying slave chains and Jordans for bum niggas, the bum niggas who, if they haven't earned anything or brought nothing to the table, then they have a bum nigga mentality. They will sit up in your home. They will think that, you got it. They will order food. They will go get credit on whatever, drugs, I don't know, all sorts of shit. And they say, yo, I got this. They will violate females, not just in your home, but in other places. There are so many examples. This conversation can be so layered with regards to the leeches and the hanger-ons. There's so many rappers, who have caught charges, or their entourages, have caught rape charges. Thus, the reason why, as you get older, you get smarter. A lot of these rappers, they get rid of the entourage when they go out. It's a very a different way how they approach live shows. Just give you a couple examples here. Houston, I got your email. Are you calling in Houston? Guys, are you in the friend zone? I want to have that conversation tonight. I think that the friend zone might be a different place now in time. And it's not such a bad place. Today's generation doesn't want to get married. They just want to smash, right? Move on. If you found someone, salute to you. If you have a significant other, salute to you. But today's generation, I think they're born into the friend zone. Does that make sense? Area code 347. Good evening. We're talking about Akademiks, the lawsuit. Are you up to speed? 3, 4.
Greetings, star. This is King Simon.
Hey, man. Good to hear from you. Let's crack him.
Hey, how you doing? How's everything, man?
Life
all
is
right?
good, man. Life is good.
Man, I was watching some of the video there with Akademiks, but I want to comment on what you said. He should shut his mouth because he's from Spanish Town where my family's from.
Right.
And the old school Jamaicans will say, y'all chatterbox, you talk too blown out much. Mm-hmm. And he got to really go back to that old way of what he was taught. Be quiet. Everything can't be said.
Maybe he doesn't know that way. Maybe he doesn't know that way because even though he was raised in Spanish Town, he and I have had many conversations. He's a good guy, right. But he is internet, he's a great social engineer. I give him that. But there's times when you have to pull back and you can't feel the need to explain yourself or a situation. Go ahead.
Exactly. No, that's the truth. And, because I learned from young, certain things you could say, certain things you can't say. Yeah. I know. And I used to, when I was young, when you're children, you talk a lot. But when you get older, you're supposed to do different things. But also, I wanted to comment on about Haiti and Kenya.
Please.
If you don't mind.
Please.
Man, this, I know you're laughing, but this might, the power of Haitian revolution and what they've done over the years, it might turn around on America and Kenya messing around with Haiti. You got to leave Haiti alone. Let Haiti thrive and grow the way they're supposed to, but they're after the minerals and after everything that's there. We know what they're doing. It's all about money. Clinton's been in there. Biden's been in there. We know what's happening. And if there's an ancestor that they believe into, believe me, the ancestors will fight for them. Again, they will come back like they did back in the day. So, Kenya, if depending on what type of soldier that came and what type of family the Kenyan soldiers came from, they're going to see something different when they go there, especially if they've never been there before. And
hang on a second, King Simon. Weeks ago, we spoke about iridium in Haiti.
Yes.
And that's the interest of the United States and other foreign nations.
Yes.
That is a rare mineral that they need for spaceships and other things. So, I mean, that's what's there. I mean, unless there's other points of interest, you tell me. I've never been to Haiti, but the Kenyan police are on their way. By the end of May, they will be there pretty strong, and we will see fighting and shooting. Barbecue doesn't seem like he's backing down. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Well, according to the historians out of Haiti and people like Professor James Smalls that's been in and out of it, it's not just iridium. They got gold, they got cobalt, they got a lot of stuff in Haiti that they just want to get to. Yeah. It's much more than just that, So we just got to, those who pray for Haiti and protect Haiti, and hopefully the ancestors will continue to protect Haiti, whatever they're doing and whatever, because the children are coming up. And these new children are going to be different. That's coming out of Haiti too.
Well, let's talk about Kenya and their involvement and how far will they go in terms of war with war in the streets with Barbecue, the rebel leader, and other people. How far will Kenya go?
Well, if they're being paid, people are taking care of their families. So they'll go far. But you got to remember, this is Haiti's. This is Haiti know their terrain better than them. Mm-hmm. They've always known their terrain better than them. So and when you know your terrain, I mean, Haiti would be the one that would eat dirt just to get to the ancestors to make sure they're able to draw blood for whoever come in there. And the only way they're going to stop Haiti is probably by nuking it. It's the only way they're going to stop Haiti.
I disagree. I think, and again, I'll give you the last one on this. I think that the iridium is what the main interest is. I think that the CIA in particular will try to get someone to either poison Barbecue or kill him. Yeah. They will pay people around him. And I don't think it's going to be that much of an intense war. They're not going to nuke Haiti. They could just come in and just drop napalm and other things in certain areas. I mean, those people. It's not like they have bazookas and things. I mean, they have handguns, they have machetes, and they have rifles and things. But finish up, please.
Last thing I'd like to say is that IT rise up, and what you said that they might. But every time there's one that rises, there's always other people rising. Okay. There's always another one ready to rise. So whatever they do, if they come in there, even in 10 years from now, if they do kill off Barbecue, then they're going to have to look out for the other rising energies that's going to be coming out of it, because they will never forget. They're like Jews. Yeah. They will not forget.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Great to talk to you, King Simon. Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Are you folks up to speed on the iridium that's in Haiti? Yep, and the United States military is the one setting up the bases so that the Kenyan police can come there and set up shop, okay? Brian, I got your Cash App. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, you're calling in from 804. Sit tight. I'll get you in the queue. Brian, sit tight. You're up next. Folks, if you're just now joining me, I really want to try to, from a business perspective, talk about this particular case. Yes, we can go in on Akademiks, but let's not just make it personal. I don't have any personal issues with Akademiks. It is shine time. But this type of case, the magnitude of it, this civil case, and if I didn't mention, her lawyer, hold on a second, Tyrone Blackburn. That's who is representing Ziya, okay? This is the same lawyer representing Rodney Jones in his lawsuit against Diddy. So this young man he looks seasoned to me. Will there be other I don't wish this upon Ak, but other people who come out of the woodwork. Ak likes to have people over his house. What is that chick's name that really? I don't want to call her trash. But what is it? Selena something? Jesus Christ, she's always telling his business. Is it Selena Powell? Sheesh. 804, Brian, thank you for your support. Where do you want to start, Brian?
Yes, Star.
Hey, man.
Long time.
Okay. Where do you want to start, sir?
So this is Brian. I've been listening for years. I won a couple singing contests on there.
Okay.
Valentine's Day, 1 year, whatever. But what made me call in tonight is a couple different issues. Number one, when you said like the people at your house, you know, I used to have these big parties at my house when I, got my first little 5-bedroom, quote unquote, mansion. We have 175 people over there for the fight parties and all this, that, and the other.
Shit.
And then, I learned that, nobody really gave a fuck about me.
I need you to watch the language, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Nobody cared about me or like, they was like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's doing that. They just wanted to see what I had and exploit that. And it wasn't safe for me or my family. But after a while, once I moved on, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about what you're doing or what you're trying to get to. It's about what you have. So now, at the age of 60, which I'll be turning on Sunday.
Okay. And no one cares about your birthday. Go ahead. No one cares.
Yeah. No, but I'm not letting anybody know where I live now.
Right. Well, now hang on a second. Let's go back. How many years did you have those types of extravaganzas at your place?
Extravaganzas were from like 29 to like 39. And then when things...
Okay, so you partied for a decade, sir. You partied... Are we...
for a whole decade, just letting other people party at my joint.
Yeah. You were food, sir, with all due respect. People came to your house. They didn't come with anything. They didn't bring a bag of...
Nothing.
They didn't bring a bag of groceries.
Bottle. You had to bring a bottle. That was a rule. Bring a bottle.
Cheap wine.
But we had the Jamaican spread. I married a Jamaican. And I lived the Jamaican style right from North Street and St. John and thing.
Okay.
But
well, now, hang on a second. So let's get to the point here. Were you ever robbed? Were you tied up? Was your family violated? Or
No. Everything was cool. But as soon as the family structure started tearing apart, all these guys that were supposed to be my friends were trying to get at my wife. Yeah. And some of them did, and who is now my ex-wife. But the deal is now they have a bigger house and a bigger pool and a bigger all that. I don't want anybody to know where I live. Yeah. I don't want anybody to know because nobody.
Well, at the same time, sir, I don't mean to cut you short, but I want to pick up the pace here.
Sure.
At the same time, you're 60, yes?
60 Sunday.
60, okay. Females don't really want to party with a 60-year-old man unless you're spending money. I mean, unless you're a sugar daddy or a trick or something, which I am not. But, okay, so you still have a mansion at 60? Is that what you just said?
Well, now I have just a little 4-bedroom with a pool and a cabana and
you're downsized.
A big yard.
You're older now.
I got chickens. In the yard now. They call them fowling in Jamaica.
Yeah. Okay, so with regards to DJ Akademiks, I want to bring this back to the topic. He's being sued for sexual assault and defamation. Any advice from a man yourself? You sounds like you made it through without lawsuits, without getting shot, beaten and robbed.
Yeah.
Please, go
ahead. Yeah. My advice is keep to yourself, everybody. Stay off social media.
Okay.
You don't have to care what people who don't really know you think about you.
All right.
Get off with all this stuff. I'm not really into academic stuff, but the last thing is
Well, sir, I've got to check other calls. I think you made your point. Thank you. Thank you. I want to talk about the Akademiks civil suit. I want to try and help some of you today. If you're from my generation, or maybe a decade younger, okay, and you made it through with having people at your home, salute to you. But there are many people who didn't make it out. The robberies, people tied up, gun butt, shot. Shouldn't laugh. I've known some very seedy characters in my lifetime. They would come in to rob the place after you had a big blowout, After everybody's trying to sleep it off. You come in real easy like, and you're hitting people in the head with the gun. Everybody's relaxed and just, it's the perfect time. Kenyan police deploying to Haiti. Do you care? Or my other showrunner, are you in the friend zone? Do you know what the friend zone is? Or is that like an old term now? You guys may not even know. Maybe that's just like the friend zone. Maybe you're born into it since MySpace, and there's no difference. Everybody's connected. Valerie. Hey, Valerie. Oh, I haven't spoken to you in so long. Thank you for your donation. Valerie said, Star, you are just who you say you are. I haven't seen you in 30 years. And she says, and you tell no lies. You've never invited me to your home. And we hung out for 4 months. Yeah, just... I have become my father. You've heard me tell you this. My father didn't let no company in the house. I'm not going to go back into it. But thank you, Valerie. It was nice to hear from you. 216, sit tight. You're up next. 216. Malmo, I got your donation. This is picking up traction, and I hope he doesn't say anything else. He was live today, Akademiks. I didn't get a chance to tune in. Oh, let me say something else here. I mean no disrespect. Hey, any chat niggas in my live chat? Ak is his own man. He is a boss. I would like for him to take this time to pull back on the drinking. It's not a good look. Not with a rape civil lawsuit. Any chat niggas in there? I'm sure he's still on the Henny. Jesse says, you're. Yeah, he's popping like Jiffy Pop on a Friday night. He should not be surprised. The clip that I watched on TMZ, he's trying to act like it's some conspiracy and the timing. No. You're hot, my nigga. Now is the time to strike. Can anybody confirm? Because that audio that I saw once and then I heard it again today with that woman screaming, I said, whoa. I thought that was some type of, audio mix somebody created. Was that real, guys? Sheesh. Yes, Ak is lawyered up. If you're a chat nigga, let Ak know Star is supporting him. Ak, I support you. But please, shut the hole in your face. Let the lawyer do all the goddamn talking. Area code 216, good evening. 2 topics on the table. Are you there? On a Tuesday. 216. Yes, no, maybe. If we're on speakerphone, I can't leave you on a hold here. We're busy. Let's go to 760. Good evening, 760. Are you there? You ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how are you, man? It's cracking.
I'm good. So in regards to the video of the female screaming in the background,
is that real?
People are Yeah, it's real, but it's not this woman.
Okay.
That's a video of, remember the ex-girlfriend not too long ago that exposed Akademiks?
Well,
And remember
when I worked with him at Everyday Struggle, there was a really nice girl. I forget her name. Oh God, she was really, really pretty girl. You know what I'm talking about? What was her name, Troll Babies?
Yeah, I think, well, I don't think it's that one.
Okay.
I don't think it's that one. I think it is the last one called, I think, well, this is not doxing because he has mentioned her on the live stream. I think her name is Cheyenne.
Okay.
So I remember earlier you said that Akademiks did like an hour-long podcast that you didn't hear.
Yeah.
Well, that hour-long podcast was because that girl Cheyenne, she went online and she started exposing Akademiks. That's why he ran and he did that emergency podcast. So the video that people are circulating and they're trying to attribute that video to the girl that is suing, that's not that girl. That's his ex-girlfriend Cheyenne, that she will get into this rage, like in a rage mode, and she will just break all of Akademiks stuff in the house. So that's her just screaming in the back, breaking stuff. I guess he just got his phone, and so he was texting another girl. And he
All right, stay with me for a second because, well, was that girl screaming because she was just wigging out, or was she being allegedly violated? Why was she screaming? That was crazy.
No, in that specific case, so in that hour-long podcast, Akademiks mentioned that she has a problem drinking.
Oh, okay.
So he mentioned that she's a really nice girl, but when she gets drunk, she gets super aggressive and she starts breaking all his stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically, that was basically what that happened that time. She got drunk, she got mad, she started screaming like crazy, she started breaking his stuff. That has nothing to do with the girl that.
All right, stay with me. Are you a chat nigga from his live chat? You chat nigga?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. What was the name of the girl when we were on Everyday Struggle? She's light skinned and she made that video. She said a.k.a. used to beat me. I forget her name. I feel bad that I forget her name. Very nice to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Angelica.
Which one
was it? Angelica? Let me Google
Angelica. Yes. Yeah. That's Angelica. Yeah. That's after Angelica came after Selena Powell.
I thought she was before.
And then. Oh, no. Selena, I'm saying like first was Selena Powell. I mean, I'm talking about the girls that the people know, the public knows because Akademiks mentioned them. So first was Selena Powell, then came Angelica. After Angelica came the one that is, you see that is screaming in the video, that's Cheyenne. And that's the one that like a couple of months ago, she went online. I think it was in either Instagram or Reddit. And she started exposing Akademiks. And yeah.
Sir, I'm trying to get up to speed here. Are you sure he was dating Selena Powell before Angelica?
Well, no. He was never dating Selena. He was hooking up with Selena Powell, but he was always mentioning Selena Powell in public, right?
Okay. Angelica was his girlfriend. She used to come up to Everyday Struggle and sit in the green room with her. She was a very nice girl, but she said, "Hang on." She made a video. She said, "A.K. used to beat me." Right?
I don't honestly. Maybe she said that. I never heard that.
I saw the video. I'm looking at the video right here. I'm looking at it. What are you talking about?
Then,
Troll Babies, is this nigga really a chat nigga or is he a fraud? Come on, man. Come on.
No,
you know, chat nigga.
No. Okay, let me. I wanna make a point.
Come on.
I want to make a point because what nobody is talking about is that. So the thing with this girl that is suing, that happened, and when it happened, nobody knew about it. Akademiks never mentioned it. The first time he mentioned it was because his ex-girlfriend, Cheyenne, when she went on a rant and she started exposing Akademiks, she mentioned that the cops raided his house because allegedly, and then she mentioned this stuff, this thing that happened, right?
Well, hang on a second, sir. Is this the girl who allegedly or supposedly, I have no proof, took $500,000 from him?
I'm sorry?
One of his girlfriends supposedly took $500,000 or something like that out of his house.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's Cheyenne. That's the one that was exposed him. So when he did the Long Hour podcast, that's when Akademiks, it was like an emergency, like, okay, I'm going to address everything.
Right,
and then he mentioned, that was the first time he mentioned the story of this girl that he's suing. He mentioned that Cheyenne stole a lot of, like $500,000 from him, blah, blah, blah. So, but the other thing is the reason, so the girl that he's suing, what Akademiks saw on that podcast is that she never mentioned that what happened. Akademiks said that the next day he woke up, and because he knows he's home, he went outside and he saw like the chairs, like tables were moving. He was like, something happened here. Let me go check the camera.
Okay. Listen, man, I appreciate you calling in, but you're confusing me. Keep me up to speed. You know, I want to talk about this civil case and the female that you're referencing with regards to the alleged money stolen. He talks about all this stuff. Keep me up to speed, all right? Thank you.
Stay up.
Was he confusing anybody? I couldn't grasp what he was saying for a while there. Terrence, I got your donation. What a nice girl she was, Angelica. Terrence, he says, Ak loves whores. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You know? I know nothing about his current girlfriend. Thank you, Terrence J. I'm not calling anyone a whore. I have no knowledge, no proof. I'm not trying to catch a lawsuit. This is serious. Speaking of knowing when to shut the fuck up, anybody in that live chat ever been through a deposition? Ooh, I've been through 4 depositions. I think I'm a pro. You can't try to explain yourself. Just give a short answer and let it sit. You're not even talking to the opposing attorney. You can't think about having a conversation. When you come into a room to be, they call it deposed. The opposing lawyer might say, Mr. Tyrone, how are you? I'm so-and-so. You just say, good afternoon. That's it. If they try to ask you any questions before you start the deposition, you have to say, is this a question? You have to become robotic. Anybody been through depositions? Or I'm not going to give you some of my stock answers, but you have to know how to shut the fuck up. Oh, anybody ever see Lil Wayne in a deposition? Lil Tucci, woo! He was funny as fuck. They were deposing him about something. He kept making faces. He said, "What? I don't understand." Oh my goodness. Lil Wayne, a.k.a. Lil Tucci. Area code 202. Good evening. Akademiks being sued. Not a criminal investigation at this point. You have to speed. Do you care? 202.
Yes. Hey, Star.
Hey.
Hey,
baby.
I just wanted to say, Akademiks has been going back and forth with this girl. She has done the stories that you hear over the years that he's going through. This has been with the same girl. They go through something traumatic, and he has to explain it. And then the next thing you know, she's stealing money from him because he took her back. He's always taking this girl back. So it's not like they haven't been together for years and things like that. She has been trying to expose Akademiks for the longest. She's put up embarrassing pictures of him. She has videos of him on his couch with his belly out chilling, and she's filming him, and he's running to the other room. I don't know what it is about this particular girl that he just cannot let go of. And she's been letting him know that she does not like him for a long time. And even that situation when he was screaming, going, "I'm the prize," that was the same girl. So it's just like
he been listening to Star talking about I'm the prize. Now hang on, hold on. Yes, I saw some pictures with some female's thumb near some guy's anus. I don't know if that was him or not, and it had like looked like warts or something on the ass cheek. And then I saw something that appeared to be little small baggies. I don't know what was in the baggies. I don't know. Are those some of the pictures you're describing?
Yes, the pictures where she put his whole prescription out with his name, address, everything on them. Yes, those are the same
prescription
pictures.
For what?
The same girl.
Prescription for what, dear?
Quote unquote the H word, the one you can't get rid of.
Oh, geez.
Supposedly that's what the bumps were.
Okay.
And that's what the medication was for. So, it's just, I have brothers, and I'm just like, I can't see them taking that type of person back over and over and over again, but yet brag on the internet about, I'm this and I'm that, and I have this much money and I have that. But you're dealing with somebody that's so far been quote unquote beneath you. What do you see in this person? Why do you keep taking them back over and over?
May I?
To the point where...
May I?
Excuse me?
May I?
Yeah.
Answer your question?
Yeah.
How old are you?
42.
Okay. She could have that fire pussy, excuse my language, or he could be infatuated with her. You see, infatuation, as you know, is more... It can be more severe and damaging than love. Love is the point of selflessness, right? When you care about someone more than you care about yourself. That's love.
Yes.
Selflessness.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're infatuated, you will allow that person to do stupid shit, violate you, your space, cause you pain, trauma, and you continue in the relationship. So I don't know the details. I don't watch him like that. I think he's very a smart guy. He's entertaining. From time to time, I tune in, but then again, I try not to critique anybody like that. So I don't know his personal life like that. Again, I just remember that girl he was dating when we worked together. She was very nice, Angelica. Go ahead.
I respect where you're coming from, Star. But this is somebody who's a watcher of this kind of stuff. I find Akademiks, some of his things entertaining, so I'll tune in time to time. But this is the same girl. And infatuation, we've all been infatuated at one time or another, some to more severe levels than others. But this girl has made no type of gestures, that I love you. All her gestures are, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to expose you, whatever. And it doesn't matter. And it had to come to this because of infatuation.
Or hang on a second. You said you're how old again? How old are you?
42.
Have you ever been in a relationship with someone where you both hate each other? I dated a girl, I swear to you, just let me say this. I dated a girl for 2 years. We hated each other. I used to critique her all the time. She would critique me. This is back in the late 80s. I couldn't stand the bitch, and she couldn't stand me. And that was the attraction. Does that make sense?
I don't stay for long. Once I feel like you don't like me, I feel like, I'm more of the compromiser. Like, well, there's good things and bad things, but if I feel like you don't like me, I'm not going to hang around too long.
My mission was to make that bitch miserable, and she couldn't stand me. She used to call my job and say crazy shit. Anyway, I'm rambling. All right, listen, I appreciate.
I've done no, Star. I'm not innocent. In my younger years,
right.
much younger years, there's been crazy situations that I should probably not be alive right now. That I've spazzed on certain people. However, Akademiks is in his 30s at this point, and he's had money for a long time, and he's had clout for a long time. And there's Instagram models every day, I'm sure, in his DM. I don't know what it is about this one, but this one that he couldn't let go of, that's what he wanted. But he said it. He admitted it in his stream. He said, girls who are nice are mid. He said the bad ones are the ones that are toxic.
Yeah.
So if that's how he feels, that's how he feels.
Hey, before you go, my showrunner, are you in the friend zone? Now that's an older term, right? The friend zone. Do you think now it's not a big deal and everybody's just, keying, pillow talking in a sense, DMing with people back and forth? Is that like an old term, the friend zone?
I'm gonna be honest. Last year I dated someone who was 7 years younger than me.
Okay.
For about a few months. And while I was like, oh God, I really like him, he made every attempt to let me know we just cool. He didn't say it like so bold, but it was what it was. And you just gotta eat it. It's like, okay, I guess we just friends. You can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do. The friend zone sucks when you like somebody, but if you're the other person on the other end that has to put somebody in the friend zone, it's the most honest thing you can do, because it's not good to lead people on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I appreciate the call, baby. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Star.
Sometimes you can be intimate with the person and the sex is trash. And you decide, hey, I just want to be friends. Just want to be friends. Anybody ever been there? Folks, my community section, please take the time to check out my sponsors. We're going to be rotating the banners Thursday morning. If your banner is in that community section and we need to tag anything or something to bring more traffic to you, please let me know. Also, all of my sponsors should have a wrench in that live chat. And if you want to call in, tonight's a good night. Okay, we're talking about the civil suit against DJ Akademiks, a.k.a. Livingston Allen. He's being accused. He has not been charged. I'm not here to kick the guys back in. Many of us have been accused and charged with things, accused. All right. But and I can't stress this enough with regards to these lawsuits. I've learned by way of trial and error. But again, I've never been fined by the FCC. I've never been found liable for anything, never paid anybody anything. So there is a way that you have to think in legal terms and just close your mouth. Once you start explaining or trying to get something off your chest, that's when you make it worse for yourself. Because you're trying to appeal to people. You're not thinking in terms of just being precise about the events that may or may not have occurred. And you can very easily allow people to formulate an opinion about you. An opinion. One of the main reasons I don't go back and forth with anybody on social media, aside from being a man of a certain age, and it doesn't benefit me. I'm not going to give you any ammunition. No ammunition. Because I know the effect that I have on people. Just want to say that. Bone doing work. I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, man. Okay, do you want to cam up? Bone doing work? Let me know. Miko, good to see you. Okay, haven't spoke to you in a while. Do you want to chime in? Guys, I'm not up to speed on the New York Knicks. I don't know what's going on with them. Hang on a second. Let me see if Anybody has tapped in? Oh, you know what else we should talk about? Whoa! How could I forget this? Never mind the friend zone. I'm going to put something else in my showrunner. Let me do this while I'm talking to someone. Area code 910, you there? Good evening, 910. Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready? 910. If not, I have to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, doing too much. Let's go to area code 850. Good evening. Are you ready? 850, talking about Akademiks, the civil suit. Hey.
Can you hear me?
No, you got to make the adjustments. It sounds bad. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening.
Is that better?
There you go. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good, sir. Where do you want to start?
I feel like Akademiks is a victim of good cat.
Let's go.
I'm sticking with that. I think every man in his life has been a victim of good cat, and it causes you to do dumb shit. I'm trying not to curse. Sorry.
Please watch the language, please.
Yeah, but I mean, if any man is out there, I don't think a man will question why would Akademiks be with her, because every man has been with that woman once, at least once.
What woman are you talking about? His woman in particular? I don't know his woman, nor do you. I'm confused.
No, I mean a crazy woman.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
She looks good, and you can't stop. It's addicting. It's hard to say. It happens. That's why I think the whole Akademiks thing is on. Is that do I think he raped her? Probably not. I don't know. I feel like anytime a woman is getting paid and you're famous, she gets raped somehow. It always happens. The rape charge always comes when a woman is not getting.
Take it easy with that word, sir. These algorithms are super, super sensitive. Please.
I mean, but it's a part of this topic, Star.
Okay, you said it once. I mean, I don't want to argue with you. I don't own YouTube, sir.
I understand. Well, I just think, like I said, I think certain let's say allegations. Certain
there you go.
Allegations happen when a woman feels she's broke and this relationship isn't going to happen anymore, and she feels she has to compensate something from this. She's going to say certain allegations. Is that a better way of saying it?
Yeah, you could be 100% right. And again, I'm not caping for him. I'm saying that something, may or may not have happened, but I'm trying to tell these younger guys, or maybe not even younger guys, stop it with all the company at your house. That's a trap. Would you agree or no?
I agree, but some things are easier said than done.
Good point. Go ahead.
Everybody says what they will and won't do until you're in it. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of times I say like, "Yo, LeBron should have dunked that." I can't dunk that.
Right.
But it sounds look too.
Right. Hey, can you fix the adjustments in the background? You got an echo or something going on. I want to hear what you're saying, but it's like an echo. Can you fix that?
Is this better?
There you go. Okay. You were saying, go ahead.
So I just feel like that's the whole thing granted, rap right now is just the crazy fun. Everybody's going to jail. I feel like it's safer to sell crack right now. Everybody's getting lawsuits or going to jail right now. I don't even know if Kendrick's free yet.
Wow.
But the whole DJ Akademiks thing is just a victim of good cat.
Okay.
And or throat. I don't know what they're doing in their bedroom. I couldn't tell.
Okay. Before you go, are you up to speed on this the Black Wife Effect Challenge? The Black Wife Effect Challenge,
What is that?
Don't worry about it. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Folks, the Black Wife Effect Challenge. Are you up to speed? Ladies, have you seen this? I think this is a TikTok thing, and it has spilled over into YouTube and Instagram. If anybody wants to elaborate, supposedly white males who are trying to get their swag or some type of what would you call it, makeover. They're getting black wives, or they're dating black women, and it's helping their swag. Yes, no? I watched a couple of videos today and said, oh, okay. You guys have to talk about this, because all of the other stuff that goes on with black women and people just kicking their backs in, maybe they're better off with the white guys. Hold on a second. Florida boy Jay. Yeah. Okay, guys. With regards to some of the videos and things like that, that Akademiks supposedly has, I'm not sure about that stuff. The hold on a second. Let me bring him in the queue. Some of this stuff I'm just not up to speed on, but again, it's the big trending story, and I just want to more so talk to the younger generation about, avoiding a lot of people at your house. Florida Boy Jay, is that you, sir? On a Tuesday, Florida Boy Jay.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you, man? What's cracking?
Oh no, we good. We chilling, man. We chilling. Currently, out of town, we're just doing our thing. I wanted to call in and talk about the topics really quick. I haven't been listening to everybody's points, so I don't know if I'm gonna say anything anybody else has said.
Come on.
When it comes to Akademiks and this case, it sounds like, and it seems like, the same lawyer that's suing him is the same lawyer that is covering. That took up Lil Rod's case.
It is.
And what Ak was. Yeah, and what Ak was trying to say on his live, without getting into legalities, was that this particular lawyer sent him a letter, sent his people a letter, because what Ak was doing when the whole Diddy thing was happening, Ak was kicking Diddy's back in, as he should be doing, like the rest of us, right?
Right.
And everybody who had a story, Ak was covering, really, adding to the narrative. And then when the Lil Rod story came up, that was the only story where Akademiks kind of was, had a raised eyebrow. Like, I don't know, this doesn't sound like Lil Rod was a victim. And because Lil Rod's lawyer, that, basically you're not making Lil Rod's narrative of his case look too stronger in the public eye or anybody else's point of view. So that's when the lawyer supposedly, went out to Akademiks, like, hey, if you don't ease up off our client, then we're going to put the press on you. We're going to put a flashlight up your ass, pause, and see what you got going on.
Hang on a second. You're saying this is real, or this is some hypothetical thing that may or may not have happened?
With Akademiks, what I'm saying is cap. I'm saying that whatever happened, allegedly, whatever happened, Akademiks knows what scenario it is, and he said that the police don't want anything to do with it because they've already investigated this thing on a criminal level. They already investigated it, and the local police who did the investigation closed it because there was nothing to take to court, prosecute, or look at Ak in any type of criminal fashion.
Well, so here's the thing that we did discuss earlier. They chose not to indict him. However, and I'm not trying to line him up, this girl is a Pennsylvania resident. She got her rape kit done in Pennsylvania. You can see pictures of bruises on her body. Whether they came from Akademiks and his friends, I don't know. And the Attorney General has not ruled out bringing charges against him at some point. So what he's saying, I get it. He's trying to steer the narrative. I get it. But this civil suit that this young lady has filed is not just against him and the two guys. It's against ABC corporations. So we have to see if this is even going to move forward. Go ahead.
Correct. But if it's a civil trial, it's not a criminal trial, right?
We've already said that. It's not criminal.
Okay. So if there weren't any criminal liabilities to convict or charge Ak or bring up any cases on a criminal level, trying to sue for damages and trying to say, well, you know what, even though it wasn't a essay or this or that, I still felt uncomfortable, or it was some type of emotional damages to pay out. I wouldn't really, try to stick that too close to act, because, that's not too strong. Basically saying, oh, give me a civil suit. It's the same thing with OJ. The reason why you have to do the civil suit.
Hang on, stop right there. I was just about to say to you, a civil suit can be even more damaging. And if someone wants to pursue, let's say if she gets a civil judgment and she wants to pursue that, and she wants to be paid, she can garnish wages, all sorts of things. So let's not rule out that just because it's a civil suit, it's not that serious. No. O.J. Simpson, prime example. You just said it. He beat the criminal charge. But the Goldman family has been chasing him. Now you've even got the executor of the O.J. Simpson estate saying that they're going to pay.
Yeah, and that's what I was leading up to, where even though you're not going to face any jail time, you still can face financial setbacks based on the things you have to pay out. So even like you said, a civil can still hit you, still being free hand. So just put that at rest. You have the black wife effect topic, or what was the other topics you have?
Are you up to speed, man, on the black wife effect challenge? I saw a couple of videos, and I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I found it pretty funny just to see, the swag switch up. Hey man, if they want to, if some white boys want to have a dedicated trend to shout out black women, what's wrong with that, to be honest? I mean, they're not coming up there like doing anything derogatory. The ones I've seen, they're not coming up there, picking through their wives' hair or having their wife dressed in some type of different type of tribal garb. I don't see any black women yucking it up. I just see white men in the picture showing them how swagless they were, and then showing them the drip, showing their wife, regardless how you may think their wives look personally.
No, right.
They look like they're happy. They're appreciating the wife glowing them up as men. I really can't find anything off surface conversation. I can't find anything to be
now hang on for the boy, Jay. You're FBA, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you don't have a problem with these mammies going for a zaddy and trying to find happiness without the black man? You confuse me sometimes. I don't want to call you a flip-flopper, but we've got these black women going to get themselves what they think is the going to the other side of the fence and trying to get these white boys to looking somewhat cooler. You're okay with that?
What I'm saying is, I don't see black women posting their men doing it. I see the men with the TikTok doing it. Number two, I don't really think that this is a black American woman phenomenon. I think a lot of these women are Caribbean, African, and other non-FBA traditions. So this is not a FBA thing. The FBA sisters you see on this type of time, they're not really traditional. This is the Caribbeans and Africa. We know the types that go after them. You can even see how the goofy white guys are looking. That ain't no FBA sister going after no white guy that already got soft up. Right. So, like I said, I don't look at it from, black women are doing this. I look at it, these are non-FBA sisters, and they're even taking a backseat to let their white men with their TikToks do what they're doing. So I look at it from white men showing appreciation for the black women across the diaspora that gave them their drip.
Damn. Okay.
I can't find a racist undertone to it so far.
Okay. Hey, before you
go,
honest,
I don't want to sound like an Aggie Negro.
It's okay.
I don't want to sound like an Aggie Negro.
Got you. Before you go, what's going on in the world of WNBA? Caitlin Clark and her franchise, they've sold out. This is a great thing for women's basketball. But then I see Angel Reese flying on commercial flights. What's going on, man?
Man, come on, dog. Sorry, you know what it is.
Come on, talk to me.
Oh man, they put the bag behind Caitlin Clark last year when Angel Reese did the Tony Yayo "You Can't See Me."
We know this.
Okay, so what you're seeing is when she didn't even win the championship, she still is selling out tickets across the country. They got her team, Indiana Fever, they got them in a private jet. I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yes.
They got her and the whole team in the PJ flying out, no commercial. Teams generate more money. The teams generate more money, and they can afford more things. The jig is up. This run can last maybe as far as she can ball out. But if she starts coming in here, because I don't know if you've seen the last highlight a couple weeks ago where she tried the game with a shot and they packed her out. So, she might have a learning.
So now most of the, and correct me if I'm wrong, the WNBA teams, they now have private planes, but yet it looked like Angel Reese was flying on Southwest or something. It was crazy, man, with that Spirit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What I'm saying. Yeah, like it was like a Frontier flight. But what I'm saying is, Caitlin Clark, her team, the plane her team is on is a private jet. The team that the rest of these WNBA players on, Angel Reese.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm telling you, because Caitlin Clark is generating the bag.
Got you.
She's white.
Okay. Good to talk
like
to you.
why the sun.
Anything else you want to finish up on as far as academics? And when are you going live again on your platform?
We're going live tomorrow. We've been cooking up shows. Pretty much, we cooked like 5 shows last week.
Nice.
We're going live again tomorrow.
Nice.
Perspective Facts podcast. Like I said, we're even going live on Twitter. We're getting 200, 300 viewers on Twitter alone.
Nice.
That are coming over and watching the platform. So just going on X. My bad, it's called X. But going on that platform, live stream on there. Pretty dope. So catch me on the X live streaming if you can't catch me on YouTube. Perspective Facts podcast.
Hang on. Are you going to the rally for reparations on the 15th?
No, I can't make it. I already got prior obligations coming up this weekend.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Florida Boy Jay. Rally for reparations. You're not going?
No, I'm not going. No, I'll cash out a couple niggas heading out there. I'll take care.
June the 15th. June the 15th, Florida Boy Jay. You're not going?
You said June the 15th?
June the 15th.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the 15th of this month. I'm like, nigga, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Nigga, I ain't going to. Oh, okay. June 15th.
You don't even know when it is. It's June the 15th. Go ahead, finish up.
What are you doing, Star? Star, what are you doing? Star, what are you doing right now?
I'm asking you about the rally for reparations. Your FBA. Everybody knows about this. I'm trying to go June the 15th. Washington, D.C., my nigga. Shit. Okay.
Nigga, pull up, man. I know what you're doing.
All right.
I know what you're doing. Nigga, pull up.
Okay. We'll talk soon, man. Salute.
All right, man. Holla, appreciate it.
Damn. Troll babies. I'm not trying to expose nobody. June the 15th, the rally for reparations, Washington, D.C. Sheesh. Baker, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says, Boss Hog, King Combs is telling, oh my goodness. Yeah. I heard the track. Oh my God. King Combs, what is his real name, guys? Is it Christian? It's trash. Is 50 Cent going to respond, troll babies? Is 50 Cent going to respond? He's been clapping at Meek Mill. Ooh, chow. Now, Meek Mill is on vacation somewhere. He took the braids out of his hair. And 50 starts going at him. Yes, no, am I getting this right? 50 says, how can you be on vacation? No, he says, why are you on vacation? Why aren't you trying to salvage your career? Fresh Prince CEO. Hey man, Ak is a good guy. Okay. Well, we're talking about the civil suit, sir. Are you a chat nigga? Who are you? Everybody can get spoken about on this microphone. Don't call in here simping and, licking somebody scrolling. I mean, thank you for your donation, but slow that goofy shit down. 347. Good evening. Academics on the hot seat. lawsuits starting. Are you up to speed? 3, 4.
Hi,
7.
Star.
Hey. Who's this?
Hi.
Hey.
This is the caller from the other day. Can you be nice, please?
I don't remember. Who are you, baby? I don't remember what I had for lunch. Who are you?
Remember when I was calling and you said that, what did you say? You was like, well, did you make a donation? And you thought I was like a content creator, and I was like, no. And then you hung up on me, and that wasn't nice.
Okay. How old are you, baby? How old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
But I have a lot of insight. So can you just give me this one time, please?
Okay. Well, now, okay, stay with me. I asked you if you ever made a donation. Not that I'm hurting for anything, but I'm allergic to broke people. That's why I asked you. Okay. How long have you been listening or watching me? Let's keep it real.
I would say it's a long story. I would say a month, but I used to listen to you like on Hot 97, like back in the days. Sometimes.
How old were you?
But I always knew about.
How old were you then? 5?
No, Star. Probably like, I don't know. Probably like.
Stop the cap. Come on now. Come on. Stop the cap. Okay. All right.
I'm serious.
Okay. Well, listen. Here's the thing. Are you a content creator? I could always use somebody to call in with some tea. Are you up to speed on the tea and the nonsense?
I know what's going on.
Okay.
To a certain extent. Can you at least give me an opportunity?
I'm giving you an opportunity,
please?
but I want to hear what your position is first. Do you have my email address? Let's you and I talk behind the scenes and come up with a plan, some bullet points, and then you call in and I let you go. You hit the floor running, yeah?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
But right now, you're not going to let me talk.
No, okay. What do you want to talk about? Let's go. Come on, let's talk right now.
Okay, so I want to say, what do you want me to answer first?
I don't know. The topic is DJ Akademiks being sued for sexual assault and defamation. You have to speed up.
Okay, so first of all, I don't have any type of sympathy for those type of guys. Those are modern guys, period.
Okay.
They're getting the easy way in life, social media, and they're choosing these modern girls. So I feel like, to a certain degree, him and many others, they're getting what they deserve, period.
Okay.
Because the type of women that they're choosing, why would you settle for that? Why? Out of all the women, all the females, you can go for an educated one, whatever the case may be. Why would you choose it? So I feel like if they like it, I love it.
Okay.
Period. Everybody wants to go viral.
Let me respond to what you've just said, and let's see if we can have a conversation. It's all about chemistry. I don't have a problem with what you've just said because during his formative years, if he was not a popular guy or a guy that girls, gravitated towards, when you get money, sometimes that can really be your undoing. If he wasn't the guy that females, were vibing with or going to or giving it up to, when his formative years, when you start getting money, then you can be out of hand. So I hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, whose problem is that? That's his problem. These are these dudes' problems. If these men, young men,
You're right.
I think that most women and most men are being raised on social media. Right. Period. It's non-negotiable.
Good point. And
I feel like that. For me, I feel like at a certain age, you shouldn't even have social media unless you're pushing a thriving business. And I'm going to point this out too. I am a huge advocate for Kevin Samuels.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
You're following what I'm saying?
I hear
you. For him, I can go on and on. We don't have to stay on his topic, particularly about him. Many other people, men in their 50s, 60s, a lot of them I don't have sympathy for. A lot of them. And I'm just keeping it real with you. 56.
Right.
He's a hurt man. He's a hurt man. He's hurt. And a lot of these people spend all day, like you said, you don't do that, but a lot of these people all day sitting behind a phone, a laptop, whatever, on social media all day. Yeah. The women are looking for vulnerable men. the men get them pregnant, boom, the baby, that's that baby, or whatever you want to call it. That's the way it's going now. I believe in friends.
Let me jump in. Stay with me. We're having a good conversation. Okay. Having a good conversation. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for Akademiks, but at the same time, I'm not trying to kick his back, and I don't want to see him fall like this. I mean, it was a mistake, or maybe it was just a behavioral pattern that needs to be adjusted. Again, it's only a civil suit. It's not criminal. I don't want to see it turn criminal. I hope it doesn't. But having these people over your house and all of these leeches, I mean, that's like stuff that people were doing back in the 2000 era. That should not be a thing now. What do you think about that? Too many people's.
Oh, it is a thing. It is a thing. And guess what? It's going to be here for many, many more decades. Whether social media exists or not, as long as we have a connection or internet, it's going to exist.
Okay.
It's going to exist. This is what it's about. Sex. Period. Point blank and period. And as long as the women have the VGJs or whatever you want to call it, and the men has the whatever, you know what? There's opportunity right there. It's not going to get better. This is just what it is.
Okay. Are you married? Who am I speaking to? Your mother?
No, I am not. I am not married. Marriage for me is not an option.
Okay.
If you want to go down that lane, I can cover that too.
No,
but it's not an option.
I'm just trying to get a sense of who I'm talking to. Okay, so you're claiming you're in your early 30s. How old did you say you were?
In my 30s, mid to late 30s.
Okay.
But I just sound young. Everyone thinks that I'm younger than what I am, but I just sound young. Yeah. So I know what I'm talking about. I always tell people, facts over feelings. And I'm going to tell you this.
I've heard that before.
The friend zone.
I've heard that before.
I want to talk about the friend zone. May I?
Come on, please. Go ahead. I got time.
Okay. I feel like the friend zone is the only option. When you talk about obsessions and stuff like that, been there. Men being obsessed with me, and I've been with less than 5 guys, one handful, less than 5 guys.
Okay.
Obsessed because of the mental space that I occupy. And they're like, they're like, I'm not gonna find anybody like you, XYZ, but the attraction for me is not there. And this is why it interferes in me conducting business. This is a really good topic you have on tonight.
Okay.
Because it's like, if you don't like somebody in that type of shape, way, or form, and you just want to have a business relationship, why can't you? It's not that way. Men overly sexualize women. And I'm not taking anything from them because the way women present themselves, but the way they present themselves, but not all women are like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Some people are in your life for a reason, for a season. No, I'm serious, though. Some people are in your life for a reason or maybe for a season. Not everybody wants to be sexualized.
That's cute. That's cute. Okay, so one more thing I want to throw at you. And again, send me an email. Let's you and I have a conversation behind the scenes and see if we can get you on the show with regards to another topic another time, okay? Whoopi Goldberg recently, at her age, I forget how old she is. She's in her 60s, I forget. She prefers one-night stands. How do you feel about one-night stands?
I watch your show every night. I was on hold the other night for an hour. Okay. So I saw that show too, when the phones were going down. One-night stands, I believe you have to be mentally there for that. Me, I'm celibate for a few years. So one night stand is not even an option for me. If you can
celibate by choice, or is the coochie trash? Keep it real. Keep it real.
Excuse me. Celibate by choice. You're a Taurus and so am I, so I'm ready for you, stuff.
No, I'm actually limitless. I'm not a Taurus. I stopped being a Taurus decades ago, but go ahead.
So actually, I met horoscope, like by the signs. But anyway, I believe that if you're mentally fit for that, yes. But I believe that if you're going to do a one-night stand, I'm more for men than I am for women. I'm going to put that out there right now. But I'm going to tell you to strap up. Strap up.
Okay.
I don't care which I have set in stone, contracts, whatever, strap up. Me, I'm not. And I do find that, I want to say this too real quick. I do find that there are a lot of men now I'm starting to see that are practicing celibacy, and I'm proud of them for that.
Yeah. I think that, and I'm not just talking about incels. I think that there's a lot of guys who realize that they have options. Number one, number two, the quality of women today is not what it used to be. So they're literally choosing to be more reserving. I'll just say that of themselves. What's your name again, dear? I'm writing this down. What's your name?
My name is Talkie, Calkie.
Okay. Talkie, send me an email and let you and I have a conversation behind the scenes and see if we can get you back on the show, right?
I will. Okay. Thank
Good to
you
hear from
tonight.
you. Bye now. Talkie tapped in. Janet, I see you in the queue. Sit tight, Janet. Janet, you're up next. Sit tight. I'll be right with you. Sit tight. Someone sent me an email here. Derek. Wow. Can you send me a link, Derek? Send me a link. I'm not going to mention that unless I see a link. Hold on. Guys, I had the DJ Akademiks lawsuit. I just didn't feel like reading it, to be honest with you. Got it right here. Got the whole breakdown. Well, it's detailed, I would like to see him come out of this, but this might be a teachable moment for him. And, it's who am I to say what should or shouldn't happen in terms of, having niggas over your house. I don't have company. You guys know this. I don't have furniture. I eat out every day, and I'm a great cook. Once in a while I'll cook at home, but nah. I'm a neat freak. I'm not a germaphobe, but okay. I think that's an old topic, sir. Okay, you did send me a link. I'll check that out later, okay? Thank you so much. Okay. Let's go to let me bring in Janet. Sorry. Hey, Janet, how are you? Thank you for tapping in. You up to speed? Janet!
Hey, sir, how are you?
I got your email. You sent me something about cooking at home, and girl, you look like you can burn some pots. What's cracking?
Oh, I made some salmon tonight. Hold on. I had to take out my retainer. I made some salmon tonight. It was delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture right now.
It was delicious.
I see you got the
anyway.
You got the lemons in the pan. You got a spotless stove. You go, Graham. What's that next to it? You got the red peppers. Okay, go ahead. Let's go, Janet.
So, Act is not the victim here.
Say again.
What happened was, I say, Act is not the victim here. All right. That girl was a friend of Act's. They've been dealing with each other off and on. Mm-hmm. One of those, buddy situations. He called her up. She went over there and she got assaulted. You seen the pictures. You heard her story. So something happened. All right. That she didn't even remember the next day. He had to show her film. Okay. Now, as far as the police and the prosecutor not pressing charges, because they didn't find anything wrong, that is a lie. She did not press charges. She let him live. She let him live. The reason she came back up is because him and his current or just recent girlfriend, she threatened to out him over that ordeal. So he came to the public with that first to cover himself. And when he came to the public first, knowing that he has millions and millions and millions of listeners, she was like, hey, I'm traumatized all over again. I'm not a thought. We were buddies. We were friends. We know what it was. I didn't volunteer to come over there and get, the R word, gang R word. So she is the victim here.
If I can jump in for a second, Janet. allegedly she was assaulted. You know, she's of age. Let me just say that right now for those who don't know about this story. She's of age. There was alcohol.
Right.
There was alcohol involved. I have been around females, you know, who have drinking too much, and then they start getting rambunctious and, you know, punching on people. And, you know, shit. Hang on, let me get all this out. Let me get all this out. She's claiming that her drink was spiked. I don't know that, you know, to be true. I have no knowledge here other than the civil complaint. She's claiming her drink was spiked. Did she pop a perky? I don't know. Now, she did go to the police in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure where or how. Well, I mean, I know how the police, for the most part, operate with from Pennsylvania, operate with New Jersey. But now at this point in time, the grand jury in New Jersey chose not to indict him. So what do you have to say about that? She did go to the police in Pennsylvania, but the grand jury in New Jersey said, we don't see a case here.
He didn't press charges against him.
Come on.
Where did you see that she pressed charges against him? She let him live.
I don't know this. Come on.
She didn't press charges against him.
Okay.
Okay. And the thing is, now Newark courts are involved, and Newark courts don't play. My whole thing is, if she's from PA and Ack is from New Jersey in the upper suburbs with millions of dollars, who's going to listen to this woman, especially some single black woman that is already stereotyped that, we're going to get drink and wild and have all this orgy and stuff going on. No, this woman was hurt. She was bruised up. She didn't remember what happened. He had to show her the tapes. The cops wired her. He first said that he didn't have sex with her, but then that came out to be a lie, both on a wire and in physical evidence.
Okay.
So he lied to us, the public, when he said that he didn't touch her. When he first came out with the story, that was an outright lie. We got to start listening, people. We got to start listening.
Come on.
You know? So my whole thing is, she is the victim. She should be treated like a victim. You know what? If it's hard for people to treat her like a victim, just imagine her with blue eyes and blonde hair. Then maybe we could do it as a people, because we don't seem to be standing up for our women. We don't seem to be standing up for our men. So maybe we should just pretend that she got blonde hair and blue eyes, and then maybe people will care. You know, and then somebody say, well,
can I respond?
Over there. Hey, we all have, yes.
Can I respond? I don't have a pony in the race here, to be honest with you. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job at being neutral. Again, this is a civil case right now. Do you have any information? Hang on. Do you have any information? Is she going to, or can she file charges, or has she passed that point?
Well, like you say, the Attorney General is looking into it. Newark is looking into it, which means federal. Okay. Something happened to that woman, and they're gonna probably add kidnapping charges too, because she was, held against her will, because she didn't know what was going on. I'm telling you, this is very serious. This is not as simple, as cut and dry as people think. And you do have a horse in this race, because you are the Snitch Network. You're supposed to stand for justice on all matters. So you have a horse in this race. You have the first horse in this race.
Hold on a second. Essex County Courts. Okay. Well, until this becomes a criminal situation, if it does, then right now it's a civil matter, and she's going to be more than likely given the right to prove her side. Do you think this will go to trial, Janet? Or do you think that he will?
Yes, I do.
Because
one cannot consent to sex if they're inebriated or if they're under the influence. You cannot consent. So if he's saying that she was drunk or whatever, that right there, and his DNA in there, that is the R word, point blank, period. Because she could not consent under the influence. If me and somebody else go out, we get drunk right today and go out and then go to a hotel, have sex, and I regret it the next day. I couldn't give consent because I was under the influence. And the fact that she didn't remember and she was giving signs which was normally aligned with someone being drugged, something is wrong here. Something is very seriously wrong here. And she didn't come out until he came out on his platform with millions and millions and millions of listeners to defend, to come out because he was being threatened by his current girlfriend, the one who had put all the pictures of him out with the little stomach and the bumps and stuff. So he was protecting himself from another girl and wound up dragging her. Now, he traumatized her all over again. He traumatized her, and no one is saying anything about it because she wasn't on the media talking about it. She wasn't on TikTok. She wasn't nowhere to be found.
Well, I think you're saying something about it, Janet. Janet, you're saying something about it right now on the Star Report.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is nobody is saying that. She wasn't around saying, pointing the finger at him.
Well, listen, I appreciate you saying it. Hang on. I want you to continue talking. I'm not rushing you off, but I haven't paid attention to the details of his relationships like that. It's a good guy, but again, to my knowledge, at this point in time, hold on a second. The grand jury chose not to indict him. So, at being a Pennsylvania resident, can they then? Well, I'm sorry. The New Jersey court has jurisdiction. Can this become a federal matter, as you just said?
Yes.
Okay.
You held that girl when they drugged her and did whatever they did and wouldn't let that girl go, or she couldn't get out her situation. That is kidnapping. That is taking. Kidnapping is you really taking a person from one place to another. But it's called something, but I can't put my finger on it. But yeah. Yeah, and they harmed her. They harmed her in a bodily way. And then you have to think about it.
Hold on. Janet, did you see a video? I've heard about this video. I've not seen it. Supposedly, and Troll Babies, if anybody has a link to this video, please send it to me. Supposedly, you can see a video of her with her body's kind of lifeless, being violated.
Yeah, that's when it first came out.
Did you see that?
Yeah, when it first came out, they was in by a pool area. Yeah,
I did not see that.
Yeah,
I did not see that.
Yeah, and then people should know if a grand jury has to be it has to be all or none.
Right, unanimous.
So even if the prosecutor tried to bring it to a grand jury just to see what they could do because she didn't press charges,
right?
Because she don't have to press charges. The state could press charges for her.
The state, right.
And right. So if they go to a grand jury, depending on where this grand jury was, and if it wasn't all in, then they know they wouldn't indict. But then you got to remember, act as a public figure. And that could play into that. So my whole thing is now it's in the Newark has it, and Newark. I'm from Newark. I'm scared of Newark court. I go down there and I suck and jive and do a tap dance. I'm telling you, Newark do not play. They do not play. They don't care how much money you got. They don't care how many followers you got. Newark, I'm telling you that if they send me something to say I got to go to Newark court, I'll just go in my bank and say, hey, how much I want? This is all I got, and I'll go, swing on the pole and make you some extra money. Because Newark do not play. Okay. They do not play down there.
Janet,
so this could get more serious.
Before you go, the Black Wife Effect. Have you seen this new challenge?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen it. What are your thoughts?
I think it's pretty cool that the black girls are taking the white guys to the black barbershop.
That's nice.
Getting a haircut.
It's a nice way to put it.
I think that's really nice.
It's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if things go left, you're still a nigga. So, no, I'm sorry, negro.
Janet, great to hear from you. Everything else is good?
Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I'll be away for a couple of days, but everything is fine.
Okay, I'm going on
family trip.
Okay, I'm going on vacation just for like maybe 2 weeks in July, but you and I will chop it up before then. Thank you for calling in, Janet.
Oh, okay, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Okay. Brent sends in a PayPal. He says, Star, did you ever go to 11th Avenue and 38th Street in Manhattan right before the Lincoln Tunnel when you were younger? So I've already spoken about that. Now, that was with the old Greyhound bus terminal. That was where the pimping was good. That was where my first New York girlfriend took me down there. She took me down there and she said, stand over there and just wait for me. I said, what's going on? And she went out there and turned a trick, got in somebody's car, took off and came back. She's smoking a cigarette. I said, where you been? That's where I met Pimpin' Ken, Don Magic Juan, all those guys. That was early 80s. Thank you for your donation, sir. Brent, okay? Someone else sent in a donation. Spanky Big Head, Star. Janet has a point. You are the Snitch Network. Yes, I am, sir, but I have clients. And if this female Ziya, if she, becomes a client, then yes, I will have an interest in her situation with DJ Akademiks. I most certainly will. Houston, where are you, man? Okay, you on the line? I'm going to take my break. Houston, sit tight. You'll be up next before I take my break. Houston, sit tight. Guys, did I see Tony the Closer on Instagram offering to pay the legal fees for Ziya? Damn. The hater misses nothing. Shit. Let me get my banner ready because I'm going to take my break here. We're going to continue the conversation. Anybody want to chime in about the Black Wife Effect Challenge? I watched a couple of videos today. It was very, very entertaining.
Trying to act black now when you get into niggas.
Houston, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Houston, good evening.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Man, you know what, man? Offline, man, I got much love for you, and I always shout you out on every show I do.
I appreciate that, man.
But, dog, Ack is playing the black card now. He's not Caribbean now.
I caught that.
I'm finna go in on him, dog.
Come on.
I'm finna go there.
Come on, Houston.
Dog, because that nigga wasn't playing the black. He wasn't playing that black card when he was getting. I say deport that nigga and his family. That nigga did that shit. Them niggas do that shit. That's their culture.
Yeah.
That's what, dog, I've been saying it. I wanted to say it on your show first before I do it on mine.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Because that nigga, you know how these tethers be doing that shit. Coming up off of goddamn black suffrage, but they're not saying that shit in their country. You know what I'm talking about?
Take your time.
You don't see the motherfuckers.
Take your time. I need you to watch the F-bomb, Houston. You're doing good. Watch the F-bomb.
Okay.
You're doing good. Please, come on.
Okay. You don't see these motherfuckers sitting over here flying the flag, talking shit.
Yeah, Houston, I don't want to edit out your call, but just watch the
Okay. Okay. My bad. You don't.
Come on.
Okay. You don't see them flying flags and talking that talk over there in their own country while they getting bombed out. Right? But they want to come over here and disrupt college campuses talking about free their country or whatever. Why ain't you over there doing that? Lock Ack up and lock his whole family up. Deport him.
I want you to leave his family out of it. Houston, leave his family out of this. Just focus on Akademiks. Come on.
Okay, well, leave his family out of it. Lock Ack up and them niggas and old girl. What about that one?
Shit.
Lock all of them up. They all scammers. They don't have the American ideology. I use a big word, my nigga, ideology. They don't have the ideology. Like, come on, man. I'm talking to these people. And I talk to them just for a second.
Come on, you have the floor. You have the floor.
okay, they don't have the ideology of American black people thinking. They don't think like American black people. They are from the Caribbean. They came up off American ideology, got their money, and then started to talk they whatever. And then when they get the money, they talk down, and then now they from the Caribbean.
Savage behavior. Is that what you're saying? Savage behavior.
Yeah, now they niggas. Now they niggas. That's what I'm talking about. Lock that nigga up. Lock her up. Lock all them niggas up that was in it. And then this nigga said, I'm taking all y'all with me, y'all.
He said that?
Did you hear that?
No, he said that.
X said, y'all tell on me, I'm bringing all y'all with me. So that means they know what they were doing, because that's their mentality where they at.
Right.
Them niggas that sit over there and they get if we look at a spare tire, dog, we look at it as a spare tire. Them niggas look at it as shoes.
Oh.
Look how I went there with you. You get what I said?
Say it again, Houston. Say it again. Say that again.
We look at a spare tire as a spare tire, but them niggas look at it like shoes. For people that don't know.
Don DeMarco.
For people that don't know what it is, they'll cut up a spare tire and make shoes out of that. That's what ACT is. Ooh. That's their mentality. They are not black people from over here, man. Them people have a whole different thinking. And then when he...
Folks, this is my nigga. I have to let him talk his talk. Come on, Houston. Come on.
Dog, when them people come over here and get a couple of dollars, they think they ain't good with white folks until they give them that nigga wake up. You know what I'm talking about? This is nigga wake up, nigga. They finna deport you and your family and everybody that involved.
Houston, should I change the title of my show to DJ Akademiks Gets His Nigga Wake Up Call?
Of course. I'm telling you, because everybody been waiting on it, dog. He came up off of the suffering niggas in Chicago.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Damn. Don DeMarco. Go ahead.
Man, what? He came up off the suffering of niggas in Chicago. Don't nobody give a damn about them Caribbean niggas getting their hands, legs chopped off, head chopped off, all that. He didn't come up off of that where he really from.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck that nigga. Damn, my bad. I'm just in my bad.
Houston, you good. Hey, but before you go, listen, I forgot to address that story about a damn near 2 weeks ago. You had a tranny down there in Houston, ran over some man in his 60s, right? 2 or 3 times. and then you had the tranny came and then straddled the guy after she ran over the nigga, kissed him in the mouth, and then stabbed him a bunch of times. You saw that video?
Man, what? That's what's dog. I was about.
Is that down there by you?
About that, dog.
Is that down there by you?
They are terrorists, dog. I've always said these niggas are terrorists. When a man think he a woman, he's already gone, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? When you think you a woman, you already there, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing we can do for you.
That video was crazy.
You can't go to church. You can't go to TD Jakes. Nobody, nigga. You there.
Yeah.
What else can you say to him? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, dog, I sent you my banners and everything, so whichever one you want to run, and then I will send you some more.
Can I ask you to resend that to me, because my laptop is on the blink. Resend the banner.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that when I get off the line with you, man. And you know what? I truly do really appreciate you, man. You've been a motivation for me.
Likewise, salute, man, salute. Okay.
Already, man.
Already, we'll talk. Thank you. Okay. Star Report back in the building. It is Tuesday. We're discussing the civil suit that has been filed against DJ Akademiks, a.k.a. Livingston Allen, the female. Her name is Ziya, okay? And this is in regards to a situation that happened on July the 16th, 2022, okay? She's also named other people in her civil suit against him, okay? She is being represented by Tyrone Blackburn, the same lawyer repping Rodney Jones in his lawsuit against Diddy, okay? So I've been combing through the lawsuit. I'm not breaking down point per point, but to my knowledge, this is the same female who a lot of us saw a video with her about a year or so ago, and she was literally saying to Akademiks, I'm not going to let this go, and so on and so forth. She's asking for a jury. And this is being handled in the state of New Jersey. She is a Pennsylvania resident. I just want to make that clear, okay? Okay. All right, let's get back to the show here. Also, guys, the police from Kenya have been deployed to Haiti, and they will be there in full force by the end of the month, in case anybody wants to call in and chime in. Barbecue, the rebel leader, has released a statement, and they are ready. They're ready. They're not just, going to let Kenya come in and help the new regime, shall we say, without acknowledging the people. Let me bring in area code 917. Good evening. Are you there? Tuesday, 917. Discussing the academic civil suit.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, Star.
Hey, who's
How
this?
Are you?
Hey.
This is Learn.Creole.
Hey, baby, can you speak up a little bit? I'm having trouble hearing you.
How about now? Can you hear me?
There you go. Are you one of my sponsors? I was looking for you.
I know.
I was asking.
I said, let me call in tonight and say hello.
I want to talk to you behind the scenes with regards to your email. Did you get my response to you?
I did not. I have to check.
Okay. When you get time, send me your phone number so I can call you tomorrow. I've got some ideas, but let me get your information on the screen right now for those who want to know who I'm talking to. Okay. linktr.ee/learn.creole. Yes?
That is correct.
Okay. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm chillaxing. I wanted to call in and say hello. I know that you're touching on some interesting topics tonight.
Trying to. What's going on in Haiti? You're very culturally proud, and that site right there, and your banner that we have in the community section focuses on merchandise centered around Haiti. Yes.
Yes. So there's a mixture of merchandise surrounded around just like general Haitian pride. But then there's also the barbecue merchandise for anyone who's interested in the rebellious, revolutionary kind of vibe.
Yes.
But then there's also like the home goods, right? Any item you could ever think of that anyone uses, there is a link. Like on the link, there is actually a tab for like home goods. So like any item you could imagine, it's on there. So
okay,
yeah,
I'm in my community section right now. Your banner. When you get time, I need you to leave a comment under your banner with a link back to your page. Can you do that?
I can.
Yeah. That's very important that people see that you're you're involved. Okay. Do you want to comment on what's going on with regards to the Kenyan police being deployed in Haiti?
Well, I think it's just very interesting because I feel like Haitians, to a degree, feel like they have earned, right, their independence, and they want to operate in autonomy and as an independent country, and just to make decisions and to move how they see fit. And it's like, having these external influences, and then you have I think there's like a panel of like a certain number of individuals. There's a degree of, we're open to the support because we want to be able to make this work and we want to cooperate. But then there's a level of like, we're independent. Like we're not looking to have someone else tell us how to run our country and how to move. So it's just very interesting.
Yeah. Now, the CIA is involved, and America is helping set up bases so that the Kenyan police can come there. So I guess we're expecting, sadly, some type of clash to begin if it hasn't already. With regards to your platform, you have many items and things like that. Do you do custom designs or things that are inspired by the events going on, or is it more so? What is the motivation behind your platform?
The motivation behind my platform is connecting to Haitian roots.
Okay.
And that goes for anyone, like anyone of Haitian background, but then not even Haitian background, like just anyone who has some kind of appreciation for Haiti, some kind of appreciation for Haitian culture, Haitian food, Haitian anything.
Okay.
It's just a matter of like, putting the Creole out there, but also like just putting the merchandise out there as well. But then, like I mentioned, even beyond that, like if anyone clicks on the link, there is a tab that specifically says like home goods, right? And any item that you could imagine, like from laundry detergent, right? Laundry detergent to toothpaste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything you can imagine that you use on a daily basis, it's there,
Okay. Yeah. If anybody does click on the link and you make a purchase, I'll give you 30 days free promotion in my community section right now. linktr.ee/learn.creole. Okay. Okay. So what's your schedule like either tomorrow or Thursday? Because I do want to talk to you behind the scenes. I've been trying to catch up with you. Are you available in the late afternoon?
I am available late afternoon. I'd like to speak with you, Star.
Okay. When you get time, send me your number via email, and I'll give you a call somewhere after 1 p.m., all right?
That would be great. I appreciate it.
Anything else we need to know about Haiti or the Kenyan police, the military going in there? Anything that people should be, in tune with?
Well, what I would say is that Haitians earned their independence. It wasn't given to them. And at the end of the day, like, structure is needed and having the right people in leadership is needed. But at the same time, like, Haitian people are really strong people and they know what they want. And for whatever reason, there's been some challenges, but I feel like the support should be to increase the Haitian independence, to be able to pinpoint the areas of improvement so that those who are actually in the country, who live the day-to-day, who breathe the day-to-day, who understand the pros and the cons and like the challenges and the great things and all of the above, so that they can be empowered to be able to like address the issues at hand and not necessarily have an external force to do so.
Gotcha. Great to talk to you. Let's try and catch up tomorrow. Thursday at the latest, all right?
Sounds good. Thank
Take
you,
care.
Star.
Bye now. Okay. One of my sponsors tapping in. 917, sit tight. 917, sit tight. Does anybody need the lawsuit? I didn't feel like posting it in my community section. I should have, but if anybody, if you need a copy of the lawsuit, let me see if I have it right here on my desktop. 2 people sent it to me. If you're a content creator, I do share certain things. Hold on a second. Okay, got it right here on my desktop. If you are looking for the lawsuit, all right. Sharice, good evening. Got your donation. Wow, she says, Star, the Black Wife Effect Challenge is more so for tether Black women. FBA is not trying to flaunt nor big up white men. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Alejandro, I got your donation. Okay. He says he married a black woman and life is great. He doesn't know why people kick dirt in the direction of black women so much. Okay. 917. Hold on a second, guys. Are you there? Good evening, 917. Talk about the Akademiks lawsuit. Good evening.
Peace, Star.
Peace. How are you?
Nah, you got to stop fronting on your man Akademiks. It sound like that chick hit a lick. He a mark.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's because he got a couple of hours. Don't make him don't uncorny him. He's still some corny ass, is DJ Akademiks. I think he got lit. Well, popular just by following around Chicago.
Can you come a little closer to the phone so we can hear you?
Nah, pardon me. But yeah, I don't know. I think you've been giving him a lot of leeway, Star. I don't know why. I know that's your man's, but he messed up. He got a scallywag in the house, let her run amok, and now he paying the price for it.
Well, you're going there. Listen, with anybody, I try to be as factual as possible. This is the objective perspective. If I kick his back in, then what do you say? Yo, chill. Let the young man live, right?
Well, kicking the back in and being honest is two different things.
I am being honest. This is a civil case. It's not a criminal case. If this were criminal, I'd be digging all into it. It's civil.
No, but
hang on. At this point, it's hearsay until she proves whatever she's claiming. Have you read the report?
No, I'm not going to lie. I haven't read the report, haven't read any documents. I'm not even going to make no legal accusations. I'm not a lawyer like the rest of the callers. We don't, like you said, it's hearsay. We don't know until we get legitimate evidence or hear what a judge or a lawyer has to say about this. But nevertheless, Akademiks is no ladies' man. Let's just keep it a band. And if he chooses to allow women to act in that manner in his house, the place where he sleeps, hey, it is what it is.
Well, here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to take the side of a female who could just be making accusations. I've seen too many good men, whether they be FBA, tethers, whatever, just fall behind accusations. I've seen females come out, make accusations, and then disappear. I'm not going to say any names. A couple of years ago, a guy who's very, very well known. I know him very well. He's a very famous podcaster. And if you know who he is, don't say the female's name. This female came out with guns blazes, talking about rape and the police and detectives, and then she disappeared. So I'm not.
No, you're right. I'm not.
Good.
I'm not taking her side either, but the little things that we do know that are factual, like his medication, all the video footage, like I'm pretty sure a man in your position would never be put in that position. He got to move better. He's too. He's too. I hate to say it. Akademiks is a staple in the social media community. He should be moving a little bit more better, especially at his age and with his net worth. If he wants to settle for these low-hanging fruit, I hate to say, you play stupid games, you get dumb prizes, and here we are.
Well, let me say this. I'm not sure if you heard the broadcast earlier, not that you had to, but, people fabricate their net worth. The younger generation, that's not to say I know what he has, but when you're doing the most and you're putting it out there, millions, you then become a target. It's going to be shine time on him very soon if he takes this to court. He's been saying he's taking this to court, right or wrong? You hear him say that or no?
I haven't heard him say it, but I'm pretty sure if he's smart enough, he would take it to court. But another problem he has, I'm pretty sure he's not going to shut the hell up. He's going to not do what his high-priced lawyers are paid to do, and he's going to pretend to be a lawyer.
If you ask me, and I'll give you the last word, if you ask me, he should probably settle this. If he takes, hang on.
Yeah,
Let me just say this. I'll give you the last word. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I've never paid anybody a dime, never been found liable. A lot of times people can have a perception of you. And if they start playing videos of him in that, Henny rage, it's going to formulate opinions of that jury, whether she's, as you said, caught a liquor or not. That's what you don't want. Now, again, this is not a criminal case. It's civil right now. And if his money is long, okay, break her off, move on, learn a lesson. But taking it to trial sometimes can be the worst thing. Have you ever blown trial?
No. I'm not playing with my freedom like that. But
right.
I think he made the same mistake Diddy did. He, instead of just keeping this behind closed doors and keeping this private, he let this leak out, and now we're all here to feast.
Listen, I'm here to scrape the plate tonight. I'm feasting, but now again, I want you to finish up. Okay, try to put yourself in the position of Akademiks, a guy who's been boasting about money. He's been showing the new Maybach and all that fly shit. Going at Nicki Minaj and all these other females. Could you imagine if you're Ak and you're in that courtroom and they're playing all these videos of you wilding out? At some point, you're going to say to yourself, man, I wish all this hadn't come out. And they bring up the war in Iraq and so on and so forth. That's what she's hoping for, if you ask me. But go finish up.
No, you're absolutely right. Like I said, man, I think he made the same mistake Diddy made. History is repeating itself. Instead of just saying, here's 10K, shut up, this never happened, sign an NDA. He wanted to go the cheap route. He got a little too cocky, and he's going to pay for it. Whether he's guilty or not, or whether she's, fact, the accusations are true, it's still a bad look for him. He still loses no matter what.
Yeah.
So he should have better protected himself. But it is what it is, man. Another yard man going down.
I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Peace.
All right. Back in the building. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right. If anybody wants to chime in, I think I want to finish up on something real silly. King Combs, Diddy's son. Guys, didn't he have like some type of half a hit a year or so ago? Or was that a couple of years ago? He put out a track. Dana sent me the track. Shit was trash. Going at 50. And I went to 50 Cent's IG page. Wow, he was just clapping at this kid. It was brutal. And then 50 Cent starts going at Meek Mill. Is Meek Mill still on vacation? Jesus Christ, he's just relentless with the hating, isn't he, 50? I don't know. King Combs. Let me take one more call, guys, and I'm going to finish it up tonight, okay? It's getting late. Wow, it's after midnight. You are my last caller, area code 347. Akademiks being sued. Any thoughts? Are you there? 347.
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Hey, who's this?
Good. This is a caller from Queens. As per usual, we spoke prior.
Hey, baby.
Maybe about a month ago we spoke.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Again, like the topics.
Thank you.
Like that you have a different perspective on things.
Thank you.
I am FBA, so my thoughts are always FBA first. And then I make my decisions based from that standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah. So to me, as far as this academic situation is concerned, I get it. Women cry this, women cry that. Men do this, men do that. I want to wait and see. I understand that it's civil. Will he settle? I think at the end of the day, he probably will. I believe that what she is saying is true. I do believe that.
Okay.
Because he is the type of guy, not popular, not handsome, not that type of
Can you turn that down in the background, babe, please? Turn that down, please.
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just believe he's just not that popular dude, got into the culture like, other people do. And he was able to build. Now has a platform, making some money out there, can't find anything substantial or real, bringing people in, girlfriend, not girlfriend, woman, whoever, doing whatever he can do, trying to still be cool. Hey, guys, you can have some too. It's just stupid. At the end of the day, he's going to settle.
He got sloppy, and we all get sloppy. Yeah. We all get sloppy. However, this type of sloppy behavior can be costly. And I mean, listen, I'm not trying to kick the guys back in, and that's not because I know him. I would take the same position with any young person who got caught up in this type of situation and say, hey, this is gonna cost you. But with regards to possible brand damage, what do you think? Brand damage, because you got these other guys coming up now, Kai Cenat and some other guy named Speed, I forget his name. These guys are pulling down these whopping deals. I think Kai Cenat got a deal with Nike. Do you think there will be any brand damage?
Kai is outstanding. Kai is outstanding. Speed is it comes off a little weird to me too. Kai's done amazing for himself. I think Kai does well because he's genuinely himself. He's not pretending. He wears his flaws. He tries to learn from it. He's young. He keeps the ear open. He has a mom that keeps him kind of stable, as far as, going down the right path, but still allowing him to be him. And Kai is very likable. Very likable. To me, Akademiks spends a lot of time pretending to be something that he's not. Some tough guy. Evidently, he thinks he's a ladies' man. He's buying women. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, at the end of the day, he'll pay. He settled. I'm not that interested in his opinion anyway. It's fake. I'm just not that interested in his opinions. He's got into the culture, again, he's a little iffy on Black African Americans too, as far as rap culture is concerned. This guy is Haitian. And with that being said,
Akademiks is Jamaican. Akademiks is Jamaican, not Haitian.
Is he Jamaican? I thought he was Haitian.
No, he's Jamaican.
Oh, I thought he was Haitian. Same thing. Talk about your country. Try to grow your country. But everybody hops over in African American business, something started by African Americans, and they make money, have opinions, start downing people, calling Black women bitchs. They're very careful. They don't say that to their Jamaican women, or those women are from Haiti. They never call them names, but when it comes to Black African American women, that B word drew right off their tongue. It's amazing to me.
Maybe this just has to do with having too much excess and then having these bum ass niggas around you, and the bum ass niggas will bring you down. What do you think about that? Go finish up.
I mean, but once a cornball, always a cornball, right? You a cornball with money, you a cornball without money. So you was a cornball who didn't have money. Yeah. You're still a cornball, but now you have money. Nothing's changed here. You're still a cornball.
Okay.
You're paying for, whatever. You're paying for pee. You're going to pass it off on your mans, give it to them because you're just trying to be cool. You're still just corny. Like, men got to understand and women got to understand too. What makes a woman attractive is confidence. They don't care what you look like, what size you are. If you have confidence as a woman, you're attractive. As a man, it's the same thing. If you have confidence, no matter what you look like, you will always have women around you that want to be around you. You don't have to pay. These men just don't have it. I don't care if they're in the league, if they're corporate. There's corny people all over the place, and they have money. Right. They're still corny. That's when they get caught up in situations like this.
Yeah.
This is why. Akademiks is a cornball. That's it. Case closed.
Okay.
And he'll pay. He'll settle. And, nobody's going to back away. Yeah. It'll clear again because we all know he's not the first and he won't be the last.
He not only is he going to pay, but the two bum niggas, whoever those bum niggas are, he's got to be careful because they might sue him. The bum niggas.
Well, and listen, and let him pay. Lesson learned. We're not going to cry river over Akademiks and his loss and his brain skills and whatever. He'll find something else corny to talk about. Right. We're not going to, we're not going to cry river here.
I thank you for the call.
Listen, sir,
I'm so good.
Okay, you too.
No, good. You were saying, go ahead. Finish up.
No, I was just saying because the other being the black woman effect. I find that so interesting, and I want to get the perspective on black men. You know, who's a.k.a. don't like black women, or we're going to be a mammy, or this, that, and the other. And now this new agenda is coming out: black women finding happiness with white men.
I like it.
Not only finding happiness with white men, but the white men have a glow up.
I saw this the TikTok challenge. I smiled. I said, good for these black women, because black men are so hard on black women. And it's like, sometimes it boggles my mind. How can you be that hard on them if you've got a black mother, black daughter, black sister, black grandmother, black auntie? How can you be that goddamn hard on them? I mean, anyway, but
it's exhausting. It's exhausting because black men feel like if you're not going to coddle them, give them position that they have not earned, they want respect that they have not earned. And let me tell you something. I've been a professional since I'm 22 years old. I've always had my own space. I drive my own car. My daughter's in college. She has her own vehicle. You know, these men come into situations, even ones I've grown up with, and they just can't get it together. And they find a lot of bitterness in black women because I don't have to support you. I don't have to live with you to pay half my rent or my mortgage.
Right.
I don't need you. I don't need you. My daughter, would love to have a position or a black solid man in a family, but they fall short so many times. And, a lot of people don't want to be, me, myself, I don't want, or black women my age, we don't have to tolerate it. So I find a lot of black men go into the hood, and no disrespect, and they find women or girls that they could be the king in their eyes. They're the star of the show because they got a couple of dollars. I drive a car. I can take you to get a chopped cheese, and they're happy. But when it's time to come to the table as a real man, and really be those things, they fall short, and that's the frustration.
Very well said. I appreciate the call.
Yeah. I appreciate you taking it.
Have a
You're
good
the
night.
bomb.
Oh, thank you much. Have a good night.
You do the same.
Bye now. Okay.
Bye.